After the edit profile section, now if you go to the main page, that means my landing page, you will see that this is the home page, and in the home page there are many items here. So I will start working with the elements now. As I have only one page website, you see this is home page, this is about service, portfolio, team, blog and contact, right? So all the elements I will change, that will be for the home page. But there are some other pages. For example, in the portfolio, you will see all portfolio has another page, that is the portfolio section actually. But in the home page there are also portfolio items. So I am not going to separate the pages, I am just going to give the section names here. For example, if I go to the admin panel, this is my admin dashboard, and in the left sidebar I will just add the pages list now. How I can do it? I am going to open my coding. That means I am now going to the app HTTP controller. You see I have only one controller, that is user controller, and I use this controller in order to control the admin panel. User or admin, whatever you want, you can call it user or admin, no problem. But there is another one that will be front. So the controllers, in the controllers I am going to call another one that will be into the front folder. But there is no folder now. I am going to create a folder, for example front, in order to control the front end. Or here I can give the name front end also, whatever you want you can give here. So like the user controller, I am going now to create a controller for the front end. So here I am going to the terminal and I am going to create the controller, php artisan make controller. Into the front folder I am going to create a controller, that is for example front controller. So you will see a new file comes here, that is front controller, and like the user controller I will write the code here, that is front controller, and I will show all the data here that are in the home page. But before going there, I am going to make a plan. For example, I am going to show all the items step by step. This is actually the main slider option or the banner option. If I call it a banner, that means this is a home page banner items. In the home page there are many items. For example, there is a banner section, there is another that is what we do, there is another section that is our services. Okay, so what we do, our services, or here you can call it about section, right? So this is about section, and this is a about section heading, about section subheading. There is a photo, there is a video that will be loaded here in the pop-up. There are some other items that are, for example, the skill items, skills. So let's start with the banner section now. So for this banner I am going to create a table, and in that table I will just add the banner title, banner subtitle, or here I can give it a heading, subheading and some text. Here there will be a button and there will be a button URL, but here in the URL it is set up, if you click here it will take you to the about section. So you can just give the user the access to change the name of the get started button, right? So what I can do here, I am going to work with it. So in the user controller I will have to work with the user controller first, and here in the user controller you see the user settings are given here. If you want, you can give here the separate controller names. For example, the banner controller, in order to maintain the about page you can give here another controller, that is about controller. Or if you want, you will control all the things from this single section, you can also do that. For example, here you can create a new function in the bottom and you can work with that. I am going to create here another separate controller into the user section. Okay, so in the user section or in the backend section, what you can do in the terminal, I can create a separate controller for the banner. So php artisan then make controller, and then into the user folder then I can give here a name, that is user banner controller, user banner controller, you can give it. So a new controller comes here, you see, that is user banner controller or admin banner controller, whatever you want you can give here the name. So here I will give the name that is public function index. So this will be a function, and here return view user.banner. Let's check it into my resources, views, user folder. You see, in order to control the things, there are many blade files here. So here I will create a blade file that will be a banner blade file. So banner.blade.php, I create a blade, and that is into the user folder. So this file will be loaded. Okay. And in the sidebar of the admin, that means if I go here in the layouts, you will see there is a sidebar. I am going to open the sidebar, and in the sidebar you will see there are many items. I am going to call any item as banner. Here is a drop down. I am going to make it off now. I have commented it, and now after commenting this one, here there is a banner section. So in the banner section, I am going to link up the route. So here it will be route, and here I can call it a banner, or here user banner, right? So I am going to my route now. So in the route management, route web.php, and you see I called this admin user controller, but I called it as admin. So yes, you can call it. I am going to use this here, that is prefix is admin, and admin dashboard, admin profile. Okay, I am going to copy the profile from here, and this is a secret page. Without login, any user will not be able to see this page. So here I call the page admin banner. So admin banner, and here will be banner. So admin banner is the prefix, is the name of the route here. So here I will have to call admin banner. So if I click here, it will come into the web, and here it will search for the banner function, but not in the user controller. It will be in the user banner controller. So here in the top, I will have to call here, that is user banner controller. Okay. So in the user banner controller, it will search, for example, index, not banner. This is the index because I called the index function here. So user.banner is the file, and in the banner.blade.php, here there is no item still now. So I am going to copy the item from the profile page, that is profile.blade.php. I am going to copy everything from here, and then I am going to paste it into my banner.blade.php. So here edit banner items, and here in the form I am going to write after some times it. So I am going to remove it, and here are two columns. So here what I can do is image thumbnails. No, I am just going to remove this one from here, and this will be, for example, help. Now what will be the items? But before you see that, if I go here, there are total how many items. You see there is a big background photo in the main banner. This is a part of the banner, the background photo, right? So there is a photo, and other items are subheading, heading, text, and button. So let's do one thing, that is create a migration now here. So I am going to terminal, and here I am going to create migration file in order to create the table that will be banners table. So php artisan make migration, then create banners table. Okay, so now let's go to the database migrations, and this one is created. This is a migration file, that is a banners, and here I will create some items. For example, here I can create that will be a subheading, and it can be nullable. I am going to make all the items nullable now, and heading will also be nullable. What is the heading? You see, this is the heading, this one, and text will be text. So here another one will be text, and this is text type. Over here you can give here the content type, whatever you want. This is nullable also, and there is a button text. Okay, so here I am going to copy on this one, that will be a button text, and there is a photo. So I am going to copy and paste it, and this is a photo. The photo means actually the background photo. Okay, so these are the items here in the banner page. So I am going to call php artisan migrate. So when I will call php artisan migrate, now if I go to the database, if I refresh it, you see a new table comes, that's name is banners, and these are the fields I have given right now. Now I will create manually one information here, that is subheading, heading, text, button, text, photo. I am just going to click on go button. You see manually a information, one row is inserted here, but all are nullable. Nullable is okay, there is no problem at all. Just I will edit the items here that are given here. So here by default I am going to close it now. I am going to create a model for this table. So php artisan make model, and for this table the model name will be the singular name of the table, that is the banner, not banners, it will be banner. So model is created. If I go to here, you will see into the models folder the banner model has been created. Okay, I am not going to do anything with that. So what will be the items here, that is into the edit banner items. One is photo here. So here I will call the existing photo in the top first, that is existing photo, and the photo field will be normal field like this one, and no id is needed, simple. So this will be photo. Existing photo, actually this will be the change photo. The change photo will be like this, input type equal to this. And what will be the existing photo? Existing photo will be simply a image tag here. The tag, it will come from asset. So asset, then I am going to give uploads, and here my field name, that means the banner. For example, I am going to give the name banner item of photo. From where I can get the banner item? So I am going to the user banner controller now. So in this route, in this view, that is user.banner, here I will pass the information. So here in the top I am going to call the model. So app models banner, I have a banner model. So from here I am going to call banner where id equal to 1. So here I am going to give id 1, and this will be my banner item data. This one I will pass into the view using the compact of banner item. So now I can call it from here, that is banner item of photo, and all other items in the banners table I can call. So banner item is of photo is here, and here I can assign the maximum things. That means I am going to the dist admin, then there is a css, you see custom, okay, custom css, there is a height, okay, I define the height. So similarly I can use the white here. So photo white, for example, like this, not percent, this will be pixel. I can define something, for example, wide on 50, this one, and another one is, for example, 100%, 100 of p, my custom css class, this is 100%. Okay, all the items are here. This one I'm going to cut into the top. Okay, so I can use that class items here, that is here class equal to, for example, wide of 200 pixel, the photo, and change photo is it, and here multi-part form data is okay, perfect, and all other items I will write here, that is subheading. So subheading will be here, that is subheading, and here this value I actually will have to give the existing item value. That means here it will be banner item of subheading, like this. So like the subheading I will write the same way, that is the heading. So instead of subheading it will be heading now. So subheading, heading, then there is another one that is text. So I am going to put here the text. Text is actually will be a text area, so I am going to give here the text area like this, and name will be text. Instead of id it will be class form control, and height will be 100, for example, the class I call. And here I am going to copy this data and paste it here. That is existing banner item of text, the existing item. Retype password not needed. This one I am going to delete. And another one is button text, so I am going to paste it here. That is button text. So existing button text will be button text. So all the data are given here perfectly. I am going to refresh. You see the banner comes here. If I click on banner, you see existing banner items are given here. So it is working here, right? So subheading, heading you can give into one line or into separate line, no problem. And existing photo is not showing. So when a person will submit all this data, it will go to a route. Now I will have to define the route. It will go, for example, admin banner update, this route, admin banner update. Okay, so I am going to I am going to the web.php. Here you see admin banner. Now I am going to paste this line again. This will be a post route, and here, for example, banner update, and here user banner controller. Here I can call the update function, and it will be admin banner update. So update will be the function. I am going to the controller, and here I will have to define public function update, and this will be a request here, request of request. So like this. So all the data that will come after request will be here. My GitHub Copilot suggest me all the items you see, right? Okay, I am not going to do that. I am just going to use the user controller that I did in the case of admin profile update. So I am going to pull the data from here. So for example, this one, I am going to paste it here. What are my items? You see what items you will want to give the admin as mandatory items. For example, the heading must be needed, right? Admin must have to give the main heading here. But other items are optional. For example, this one is optional. Also text is optional. It can be happened. So I am going to make only the heading mandatory. So heading is required, not email. It will be only required. And this is the custom message here. You can, if you want, you can also write like this. No custom message is needed. The default message will be shown here. That is also possible. Okay. So this is on mandatory items. And the main thing is photo. If the user wants to change the photo, then something will happen, otherwise not. Okay, so here you see in the profile I added here something like request of photo. So this is necessary. I am going to copy this data, but before going to copy it, I am going to do one thing, that is this one, that is from the existing banner. From the existing banner I am going to get all the data. So not like this, it will be banner where id one first. So this is banner, or here you can give the name object obj. Now I am going to here and request photo. This one I am going to copy and paste it here. This means if the user doesn't photo not empty, that means the user is going to try to update the photo. Then I will check the photo, that is if the photo is MIME type or not, like this. I am going to remove the custom message, not needed. So if the MIME type are JPG or PNG, it will be checked. If it is okay, then I will check if there is any photo, that means the object of photo not equal to empty. In my case, right, it is empty, so if not equal to empty, then I will unlink the existing photo. So it will be object of photo, the existing photo will be unlinked and the new photo will be uploaded here. Here I am going to give the name, unique name for the photo, that is banner underscore, and the current time functions, the current time function value will be added here. That means banner underscore the value, and then .jpg or any other extension like that. So file name will be this, and move uploaded file, it will be uploaded into the public folder, then uploads folder. Here the photo will be uploaded. And lastly, obj of photo equal to file name, and here by default obj subheading will be here, also heading will be here. Another one is text in my case, and there is a button text, and lastly it will be update. So when everything is okay, then I will show return redirect like this. So I am going to write it here. So success, this is banner data, banner information is updated successfully. This message will be shown. Okay, so it should work. Now I am going to check it from my end. You see no photo here. This one I can show into a separate line. For example, change photo. Here I am going to take a div so that it looks good. So now refresh. Yes, it is in separate line, but there is no existing photo. If I click on update, you see heading is required. You must have to give the heading at least. That means if I give the heading here, update, you see updated, and if I refresh it now, you see heading comes here. Now I am going to give other information. For example, this one I am going to paste it, and this is the text. I am going to paste it here, and get started is the button text. So get started. If I update data, you see it is updated. If I refresh the table, you see the data comes here. That means it is working. Now I will upload the photo. You see in the landing page the background photo is this, so I am going to change the photo. For example, I am going to change it with other photo now, any other photo. For example, I am going to give this photo, just for example, update. You see the photo comes here. If I go to the public folder of my uploads, you will see this is the banner, it is updated. If I want, I can choose from here another one. For example, this building photo, update. You see the photo is updated. If I go to the folder, you see the previous one is replaced by this one. So it is working perfectly, right? So now my thing is to apply that photo, to show that photo into the front end. And in order to show that photo into the front end, I will have to integrate that template into my into here. That means into my application. Okay, so my application is this one. I am going to drag it into left sidebar for advantage. Okay, like this. So this is my application. And what is my front end? My front end was actually this one, and this is all the front end files. I am going to open another window for my work making easy. Okay, this one and this one, this is my backend. So in the backend, you see there is a public folder, and in the public folder you see dist admin, only admin. With admin panel I work. So here I can create another one, that is what will be here, that is dist front, and all the front end files, for example css, img, js and web fonts, these four I am going to paste into this folder. And the main file is index.html. I am going to open that with my editor now. So the index.html is this. I am now going to close all other files for some times so that I can understand what I am going to do here. So everything I close, so only index.html. Another one is needed, that is into the dist admin, like dist front. Here in the views, you see this is the user views, all the users. So here I am going to create another one, that is front. So into the front, what I did in the case of user, I created a layout. So in the front I am going to create a layouts folder, and into the layout there was a master.blade.php. so here I am going to create master.blade.php. you see, so here it is created layouts. Okay, so into the front, also into the front there will be some other things. For my case, I am going to create index dot blade or home. I can give here the home dot blade dot php. So master will be main template and home will be the home page template. So I am going to do the same thing what I did in the case of admin panel. In the admin, when I created the dashboard, what I did, extend and section. So I am going to copy these two, and in my case home, I am going to extend. What I will extend into the front. Now it will be the front. Then layouts master is okay, and main content will be here. So this will be end section. Okay, that is perfect. Now my task is to bring the main layout here, that is master.blade.php, that is already in the index.html, right? So I am going to copy everything from here and paste it here. Now I am going to close the index.html. This is my main template. So in my main template, you see there are many JavaScript files and many other things. You see this is the home blade template, and in the home page there are something, but actually in my case there is a home page mean actually the main page, right? So I have only one page. So master can be only one page, but if you want, you can do another thing, that is, this is the home page items. So I am going to do one thing. I am going to copy, then I am going to check the landing page now, where there is another page, that means all portfolios. So the common items are here, the banner, right? And the newsletter is actually into all the pages. So what I can do, up above the newsletter up to this, I am going to cut everything from here, that is under the get started, or okay, it is included here. So cut everything from here, and into the home blade I am going to paste everything. So in the master, in the page of master, what I am going to do here, I will have to call the yield. So I am going to call the yield here, and what will be here, I will have to call the name. So what I did in the case of if you go to the user master, you see I yield the main content. So I'm going to copy and paste it here, that is the main content. So like similar, and all other items are here that are given, that is no problem at all. So I'm going to close the user master, and my front end master task is done. This is the front end master, and this is the front end home items. So if I now go here, I have actually the front end will be loaded actually here. So I am going here. You see default Laravel installation file is the main front end now. So I will have to change it into the web.php, and you see the get. So instead of like that, I am going to paste it here. That is, this is my root, and here there will be a front controller. So I already have a front controller, and in the front controller for the home page, I will create here public function index, and here view of front dot index. Let's check it, front of not index, in my case it is front dot home. So I am going here, this is index front controller, index is okay, this is the function, and this is the home, for example. You can give here the name or not, for now no problem. I am going to remove it. Welcome, I am going to remove it, and into the top, like the user controller, I will have to call the front controller. So into the front folder there is a front controller. Okay, so front controller index is the main root. So the default one that is given, you see welcome.blade.php, I am going to delete it now, it is not needed. Okay, so if I now reload it, you see it is coming, but the styles are not showing here. The style broken, because now I will have to come into the master, and into the master I will have to call here the asset, what I did in the case of user master. In the user master, if you go, you will see there was something separate, that is styles top. I separated all the items, right? So this is the styles. In the style, you see this is the main asset. So like this, that is asset of dist front. In my case it will be dist front. So let's do it. I am going to close it. Okay, So in my case I can also create a styles here, a styles dot blade dot php. So if I do that, in my master you see styles are here, so I can just cut from here and in this place I can paste it, and here I will have to call include. So what I will include here, that is front.layouts.styles, front.layouts.styles. okay, so similarly this is the JavaScript files, so I will have to create a scripts.blade.php, and from here I can cut and paste the scripts here, so like this, and here I will just include front layouts scripts, and in the bottom there are the footer scripts. These are the footer scripts, so here I can call here what I did in the case of here, that is scripts. okay, but in my case there is an extra items, that is scripts footer dot blade dot php. so scripts footer, so from the footer I am going to cut the footer scripts from here, paste it here. This is scripts footer, so I am going to call include front.layouts.scripts footer. So okay, this is my master file now. This is very looking very good now, and now I am going to replace it by asset. So here asset, my location is front, dist front, then css of this. So similarly I am going to copy up to this, because in all the cases this is given. So select multiple items, then paste it, go to the last, here it will be like this. okay, perfect. So similarly I will do the same thing for the case of scripts. Here will be asset, then this front, and then this item will be here, so cut it and paste it here. So similarly I am going to copy up to this, select all this, paste it here, go to the last, then like this. And similar thing will be for the case of the last item, scripts footer, my custom JS, like this and like this. okay, it should work now. Now let's do it, refresh. You see it is coming, but the background photo not coming, logo not coming, that are not coming, because in the master I will also have to do something. For example, this one, that is favicon. So asset, here will be this front, and then it will be here. Also you see there is a background photo in the main content, means in the home. So this is the background, this one should be dynamic. So if I load like this, that is this front, and then this one, then the background one will come. Refresh, you see the background photo comes. Logo not working. In order to work with logo I will have to do the same thing. In the case of logo, that is asset, this front, then this. If you use like this, then the logo will come here, you see this one. So it is working. If you click on the logo, where it will take, it will go to the home route. So here I will call the route of home. You see I defined the route into the web.php, that is the home route. So here I can easily call the home route. okay, so this is the home route, and here like this I am going to replace the index.html by this. So refresh, if I click here, it will also come to the home page. okay, so this is home page. In the about, it is going to about, and in all other cases. So similarly I will have to put all images in this case that I did in the case of logo. You see, if I apply like this in all other cases, then all the items will be shown, but I am not going to do that now. My main task is now to load the dynamic content here. You see the static contents I put here. Now this I will load the dynamic contents here. Now how I can load it here, you see I am going to close all the items now. Here my mastering is complete, only home page is here, this is okay. And my controller, in my controller I can call all the data from the banners model. So here I call the banner, this is the model, and from the banner I call the data where id equal to 1, where id equal to 1, and the first item, because I have only one row, and here I can call the banner data equal to this, and here I can pass it to the home page, that will be banner data. So this banner data have all the items, it has all the items, so I am going to call it. So here I am just going to show the data, this is the subheading, so here I can easily call the banner data of subheading, and the next item was actually the heading, so I am going to put here the heading, and the text is here, so here I can call this will be the text. But in order to show the text in good format, I will have to use like this. And here you see get started button, this will be button text. Okay, so all other items are okay, and here it will be changed because my photo will be uploaded into the uploads folder always. So here I call the uploads folder, and then here it will be banner data of photo. Okay, now let's check it, refresh, you see it is coming, the background photo is now changed, you see, right? And here you see these are changed. If I want to change the information of the banner, for example I add one with this one update, if I go here refresh, you see 1 coming, that means the data is updated here successfully without any issue, right? Now I am going to change the photo, and I am going to show another photo here, open, update, this photo changed. If I refresh, you see the photo is changed, that means it is here working. So I am going to bring back the photo now, that means I am going to open the HTML, and then from the HTML the images, this banner was given, so I am going back to bring the main banner here. And if there is no subheading, for example I do not want to give any subheading here, and then I click on update, but there is actually the space here, so in order to make the code more efficient, what I can do, I am going to do one thing, that is here I can check if there is any data into the subheading, then only this h1 will be loaded. So here I can check if this subheading not equal to empty, if it does not empty, then only it will be shown, so n it will be here. So the optional items you can give like this in this condition. So similarly here, if the banner data of text not equal to empty, then only it will be shown like this. And if you do not give any banner of button text, then also this will not be shown. So I am going to give it here like this, it will be button text, and heading is needed, so you cannot remove it, so that is okay. So if I refresh, you see this is perfect. If you want to remove this one, you can remove it, you can also remove it, update, then only the heading will be shown here, but at least one heading must you have to give. So in this way I have implemented it. I am going back to the home page and bring everything back here so that it looks good. So I am going to bring everything here again. Get started will be the button, so get started, so update, and now if I refresh it, you see it comes again. So this banner section is perfectly working.